to me, we've got one life, and we need to go after the things that fulfill us. And this is just something that it wouldn't leave me alone. My passion for food, my mom would say, started at the age of 2, where she found me in the refrigerator with a big hunk of ham in my mouth. I always loved cooking with Mom, and I remember going to restaurants to meet chefs and tour their kitchens with my grandma, which was awesome. And we'd share experiences of, good cooking and good foods together. And I remember this chocolate mousse specifically that was just amazing, and it always stuck in the back of my mind. But my grandma, she would always talk about how she was gonna send me to France when I got older to learn how to cook, which I just really treasure those moments. My parents also owned a spud shop, a donut shop. I would go in and fry donuts with my dad. I loved those fresh donuts coming off. It was so good. I also worked in the snack shack as I was younger. I loved just making burgers for the baseball teams and families. That was a lot of fun for me. Most of my education, honestly, in cooking came from watching PBS religiously. I would wait for Saturday to come along and I was on that TV. That was my dedicated time. And I loved to watch Yan Can Cook. You got Julia Child, Jacques Pepin, loved Nick Stellino, learned how to do the Stellino shuffle. Throughout my life, I've just loved cooking and how people interact and just the family aspect of it and friends and bringing people together. And so I always offered to make food whenever friends and family were around or coming, because I really found it was fulfilling for me. Right out of high school, I got a job at a nutritional company, and I actually worked in the nutritional industry for 30 years, stuck with it, and had a great career. Started off in the production area. I worked my way up. I did not have a college degree. I worked my way up to an executive role at the company, had a great position. I had the opportunity to travel all over the world, and got to try some amazing foods. It was a great job. I learned so much from everybody that I worked with. Just the greatest mentors. I couldn't ask for a better career, and kind of led me to where I'm at today. I started with was a salmon seasoning. I didn't intend for it necessarily to be a business at that time. I just loved to make seasonings with the foods that I cooked, and this one specifically was made for salmon. But people who tried it on other things, and they're like, "You've got to sell this stuff." And I'm like, man, maybe I should give it a try. So in 2015, I actually started selling the product, and quickly shut it down thereafter, because I found that the business was taking away from my time with my family, and my kids were in high school. They needed a little more attention. I had a full-time job, and so I set it aside, but it kept eating at me. And I would focus on a little bit here and there in the mornings, and like, I got to do this sometime, and it just ate at me for years. And I'm like, this dream, it started to become this like obsession. So what gave me the extra nudge? Why 30 years in a executive role, making great money, would I leave? People would say, you're crazy, or they probably did say you're crazy, Well, it started off in 2021. My dad passed away, and then a week later it was my birthday. And my mom, she calls me up on my birthday and she says, "Hey, Dad left you a present on the porch." I'm like, "What are you talking about, Mom? Dad's dead." And she's like, "Well, there's a present on the porch for you." And I says, "Does it have my name on it?" She said, "No, but it's for you." And I said, "Okay, well, what is it?" Well, it was this spatula. It was this wood-handled spatula, a nice stainless, spatula. And so I put it on my shelf here in the office, and I would look up at it daily, and I would go, "Gosh, I've got to make this jump. I've got to go after this business. It's just killing me." But I didn't make the jump at that point. Well, at Christmas time, my sister Amanda, she stole my chef's coat here, and she embroidered my logo on it and put Chef Lee. And she gave it to me as a gift, and I burst into tears. It was a really thoughtful gift, and that's when I made that final decision. I've got to make this jump. I've got one life here, and I'm going to live it. So I met with my wife after that, and I said, I've got to do this. And she said, I support you. You know, she knew how much I cared about it, and she's been the best support ever for this business. And we made a goal, and we made a financial goal, and we hit that goal. And I put in my notice at work, and 1 year later, I'm here. You know, I took that jump and now doing Sinful Food full time. That's kind of the story, the meaningful story about this, but there's lots of little thoughtful things that friends and family have done to give me the courage along the way. Just little gifts that they, you know, give me, little journals to write my story. Got some great gifts that I keep up on my wall here, that just little thoughtful things that folks do. And friends would post pictures of, you know, foods with the product next to it and give me the courage to keep moving forward. Those little nudges just gave me a little more courage to say, you've got something here, you can do this. The one thing that I hope that I can do with this video, I don't know if this business is going to be just this huge financial successful business, but it's a success in a different way for me. It's fulfillment. And I hope that through this video, you can think about something that fulfills you, whether it's a hobby or something that you want to go after. Guys, we got one life. You know, this leap has been the best thing for me mentally, and it's just been a dream come true already. And it's been fun sharing my passion with others, and I hope that whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you can go after it too. I know you can. You just got to set that goal.